Hi, I'm Mike Konrad, member of the SMTA Global Board of Directors, where I'm Vice President of Communications, back with you once again, this time for the SMTA update for the month of May 2025. Here's what's happening at SMTA. The High Reliability Strategic Technology Advancement Research, or STAR Forum, takes place April 30th through May 1st at the Embassy Suites in Olathe, Kansas. Day one of the STAR Conference includes a workforce development breakfast followed by 3 professional development courses. Dale Lee from Plexus will be the course instructor for Design for Manufacturing, DFM. The future is already here. I'll be the course instructor for the Cleaning and Cleanliness Quantification Masterclass, and Chris Shea from Shea Engineering Services will be the course instructor for a data-driven solder paste qualification process. The STAR Forum continues on Thursday, May 1st, with 14 technical presentations on a variety of relevant topics. It all begins at 8 a.m. on Wednesday, April 30th. On May 2nd, the Space Coast chapter is proud to present its 15th annual fishing trip aboard the Ocean Obsession 2. Join them aboard the 65-foot Ocean Obsession 2, also known as 002, specializing in offshore deep-sea bottom fishing in Cape Canaveral, Florida, about an hour away from Orlando. She can accommodate up to 40 passengers, gets out to deep water fast, and is immaculate with an air-conditioned cabin and full galley. Hot food, water, and soft drinks are provided, and cold beer is available for sale. It departs at 8 a.m. and returns at 5 p.m. Once again, the boat only holds 40 people, so reserve your spot today. On Tuesday, May 6th, the Wisconsin chapter will host its annual expo and technical forum from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Crown Plaza at the Milwaukee Airport. There will be a workforce development breakfast featuring a presentation entitled Closing the Gap, Building a Skilled Electronics Workforce in Wisconsin, hosted by the Electronics Manufacturing and Assembly Collaborative, also known as EMAC. There will be 2 technical presentations. Oren Mannard from Siemens will present AI and PCBA manufacturing, and Ulises Siguenza from Celestica will present the AI Advantage, learning to leverage artificial intelligence. The event begins at 9 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. A complimentary lunch will be provided. On Thursday, May 8th, the Capital Chapter will host its annual expo and technical forum at George Mason University, Mason Square in Arlington, Virginia. 3 technical presentations will be provided on the subjects of nanocoating, printing and reflow challenges of fine-pitch components, and considerations for optimizing advanced assembly. Registration opens at 8 a.m. with a happy hour at 4 p.m. and a complimentary lunch at noon. On Friday, May 9th, the Dallas chapter will host a technical luncheon on the subject of cleaning assessment for reliable PCBAs. Stephen Shoppe, co-founder of Process Sciences, will host this presentation. The event takes place from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time at Alboca's Italian Grill in Richardson, Texas. Also on Friday, May 9th, SMTA will host its monthly Water Cooler Friday Zoom sessions. Chat with other officers and board members, ask those questions you've always wanted to ask, share success stories, or get help using the Officer's Toolbox. Join us for these informal and lively Zoom sessions held on the second Friday of every month at 1 p.m. Central Time. This is your opportunity to bring up whatever is on your mind. No structured agenda, no complicated sign-up process, just log in and be part of the conversation. On Tuesday, May 13th, the Querétaro chapter will host a webinar on the subject of soft skills needed for the job. This workshop will provide both theoretical and practical tools regarding the importance of so-called soft skills in the workplace. Given that the target audience is personnel embedded in the Mexican industrial sector, the content will be tailored to the 21st century skills and competencies identified as fundamentally necessary by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, otherwise known as OECD. The workshop will primarily focus on the block of social and emotional skills, effective communication, collaboration and teamwork, empathy and social awareness, and resilience and emotional management. The goal is to highlight the importance of soft skills in creating a more efficient work environment and to personally impact the worker's life. Developing soft skills can lead to an improvement in the worker's quality of life through professional advancement opportunities. The speaker is Gemma Ochoa from the Pro Study Foundation. 2 sessions are available. Session 1 runs from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Session 2 runs from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Mexico City time. On Wednesday, May 14th, the Empire and Silicon Valley chapters will host a joint webinar on the subject of printing challenges. The speakers are Tony Lentz from FCT Solder, Greg Smith from Blue Ring Stencil, Jeff Shake from ASMPT, and Gene Dunn from Plexus. The event runs from noon to 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Also on Wednesday, May 14th, the Long Island chapter will host a membership appreciation event at Top Golf in Holtsville, New York. This event begins at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're a Long Island Chapter SMTA member, you won't want to miss this event. Meet the new chapter leadership, join them for an evening of fun, good food, drinks, raffles, and great people. This event is free for SMTA members as a special thank you for your continued support of the Long Island Chapter. On Thursday, May 15th, the Querétaro chapter will host a webinar on the subject of solder voiding, causes and remedies, presented by Aaron Roman from Koki Solder America. This webinar takes place from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Mexico City time. Also on Thursday, May 15th, the Upper Midwest chapter will host a live meeting and facility tour of Banner Engineering, as well as a presentation on the subject of sensor technology and applications in manufacturing. This event runs from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Central Time at Banner Engineering in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. From May 16th through May 18th, SMTA will host the SMTA Mexico Leadership Forum for Mexico chapter officers in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. On Monday, May 19th, beginning at 9 a.m., the Michigan chapter will host its 18th annual Membership Appreciation Golf Outing at the Polo Fields and Golf Country Club in Ann Arbor, Michigan. From May 20th through the 22nd, SMTA will host the Electronics and Harsh Environments Conference and Exhibition at the Doubletree Hotel Central Station in Amsterdam. The conference focuses on building reliable electronics used in power electronics and harsh environments. This conference features 2 professional development courses, 25 technical presentations, and a keynote presentation by Dr. Lothar Henneken from Robert Bosch on the subject of testing, validation, and qualification for automotive electronics. On Tuesday, May 20th, the Oregon chapter will host its annual Expo and Technical Forum at the Wingspan Event and Conference Center in Hillsboro, Oregon. Dr. Charles Bauer will present Chiplets 1960 to 2030, Where We've Been and Where We're Going. Saurabh Gupta from Intel Foundry and Michael Brinkley from Axiom Electronics will present Assessing DRAM Vulnerability to X-ray Inspection and Understanding the EMS Observer Effect in Total Ionizing Dose. It all begins at 8:30 a.m. and lunch will be provided. Also on Tuesday, May 20th, the Ontario chapter will host a webinar on the subject of conformal coatings, understanding how key properties translate to fitness for use, presented by Michael Strong from MG Chemicals. This webinar runs from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. On Wednesday, May 21st, the Carolinas chapter will host a golf tournament and technical session on the subject of AI inspection, presented by Daniel Perry from Co-Young America. It all begins at 10 a.m. at the Grandover Resort and Spa in Greensboro, North Carolina. For more information or to register for any of these events, visit smta.org/events. Not a member of SMTA? We can change that. Consider joining to receive the many benefits SMTA provides, including over 5,000 fully searchable technical papers in our knowledge base, on-demand webinars, 101 and advanced 201 level training courses, networking events, career resources, SMTA certification courses, and a network of local chapters around the world. And talking about the online training courses, they are now included in your SMTA membership dues. Now there's even more value to SMTA membership with access to training for all members at no additional cost. If your employer is an SMTA corporate member, ask them to provide you with a login so you too can begin benefiting from all SMTA has to offer. Individual memberships are available for just pennies a day. For more information, visit smta.org. Well, that's it for May updates. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again in June.